Hey everybody, welcome back to the Halloween Hotel where we have the third installment of 7 for our facade builds this year. This facade build took a long time. It's the jail. This one took us a little bit of time. It was my first time working with 4x8 foam, and I had to borrow some tools. We had to buy some stuff, and this one just took a lot of time, hence the reason why we haven't had a video in a while. But I do have 3 videos in total that are ready for editing, so we'll have some videos coming here quite often here in the next week or so. So let's start out here. We got these frames that we had made. These frames are made out of just 2x2s. And you can see we kind of beat them up in the corners. And then we have the center section is just going to be where the window's going to be at with the gel bars. So I know everybody thinks 2x2s is not a good thing. And it's not very sturdy for an outdoor hunt. But we plan on, we dig up and bury 4x4s and 2x4s and put them in the ground for stability. And then we actually put 2 facades together that are going to be back to back with about 8 feet in between. And there's some lumber there as well. So it's very sturdy and nothing to really be concerned about. Here's the panels right here. As you can see, it's foam, hence the reason why we have these weights on there. And this is my son and daughter. And what they're doing is one spraying water on the foam while the other one hits it with the heat gun. It gives it a really neat texture. And you can see all the lines in there too. That's done with the router. That took a really long time. It took one whole afternoon to trace it, and probably 3 afternoons to cut 2.5 panels. And this right here is the finished product. Now the one thing you want to be wary of is these 4x8 panels. They come with pre creases in them, so if you want to snap them off evenly, you can snap them off, and it's 3 sections. You can probably see those lines that are pretty evident in there. So you just want to be careful when you're putting a router on there that you don't go too deep to cut them in half. I set my router pretty low. It's maybe no more than a 1/2 inch depth, and I don't even think it's really that deep. It's probably less than that. So I didn't set the depth too deep, but I did set it to where you can really see that it is deep enough. And then when you hit it with the heat gun, it opens everything up. And right here you can see where we started painting it. It was like a bluish gray is what we wanted to paint it. And we got it from Home Depot, Oops Paint. That's the way to go, is we just figure out where the Oops Paint's at and we buy whatever we can and make our own colors. And you probably can't see it right here, but if you see the little silver washers, that's what we tack it down with. We bought these silver washers at Home Depot as well, and we probably have like 12 to 15 in each panel just to secure them. And that holds that on there pretty well, and it gives it a better area to hold down so that it's just not screws and it rips through. Here's the finished product after we were done painting it. And like I said, there's 2 full panels like this, and then we had a 2x4 panel that goes across. So the entrance to this is going to be really big because this is going to be a walkthrough, and we want to make sure that there's going to be enough space for people to get in and out. But here is that panel. Like I said, we did 2 others with one in the center. Now, I didn't videotape too much of the process of us gunking it up, and I really wish I would have. I didn't think it was going to come out that well, but it really did. So all we did was we did the gray, and then we went back and hit it with some green and some oranges. And the bars are just PVC pipes. We measured it out. One window was 30 inches, another window was 25 inches tall. So we would measure out the PVC with about 4 inches extra, and then just put a heat gun on it, bend it over on the back side, and then it just creates this right here, and this is what we get. You can see all of the green running down and the orange represents rust. And this came out really good, and hence the reason why I didn't really want to videotape it, because I didn't think this was going to come out this good, and I thought it was going to be a bust. And believe it or not, it actually came out really well for my skill set and my level. I'm pretty happy with it, and I think it comes off really good. The bars look like they're really rusted, and I'm really happy with the outcome. Here's a little bit of a distance shot so you can see. And you see we got the greens up top and a little bit of the orange up top going down the sides. And that gray almost looks purple just because it's nighttime. And we hit that with a little bit of rattle can white as well, just to give it a little bit of depth. And after we were done with that, we just went to the other side. And on the other side, we did a little something different that we're going to show you here in a minute. And that's the difference that we had. It's gonna look like somebody broke out of it, and as you can see, it's kind of got little chunks missing in the middle. We'll probably put a skeleton up against that And you can see it's daylight now, so that gray's really popping out, that blue grayish color that we originally did. So that came out really good as well. And we're really, really happy with this build. I didn't think the gel was going to be this time consuming, and it was, and it definitely paid off. I'd say all in all, it took us 3 full days to do, but it took us about 2 weeks with everything that we had going on with vacation and stuff. So this, like I said, this really, really paid off. If I could do it over again, I'd probably make the doorway not as wide. I'd probably just do 3 feet versus 4. And on the back side of this is probably just going to be the witch's cottage is going to be on the back side of this, and then probably be anywhere from 10 to 12 feet wide, with something separate in the middle. And we'll show you that as time goes on. So I hope everybody likes what they see. I hope if you're building facades that you're doing what you want to do, and that things coming pretty easy to you. I know with the more builds we do, the better it's getting. And we're just real grateful to be able to do this, and we hope you like what you see. And if you do like what you see, please subscribe, and we'll catch you later.